Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, so I want to talk about cancer treatments, and I'm revising this one. I already did it before, but I'm gonna add just one or two little things onto it. Um, so for cancer, and I know this is a huge deal for a lot of people out there in the U.S. And across the world too. Really, cancer is becoming a huge issue now. So it's always been a huge issue, of course, to those who have it and to the loved ones of those who have it. Um, it's something like 40% of the people in America will have cancer before 2020 or something like that, or will die of cancer or related diseases like that. So that's a huge percentage of the population with disease and cancerous forming diseases and cancers of the sort. So I want to get this out there, and I want to make it viral. And I'm not saying that my information is any more important than anyone else's, but this is what I've found over the last 3 years of my research, and it's mainly like a compilation of a whole bunch of different people's research that I've put together. So cancer treatments. All right, so I'm going to start off with diet, the basics of diet, and what kind of diet that you need to be on when you have cancer or you've already developed some of these different diseases. Now, this whole treatment that I'm going to talk about can be applied to most disease, with a couple of little different things that can be very specific to your disease. But this is a basic for like almost so many different diseases. It's really it really covers a lot of different things. So I'm going to start off. Get off all sweet foods. This is the first action you want to take towards the treatment of cancer or any disease. Any disease. Get off sugars, the white processed doughs, the wheat, the white processed wheat. All of the the refined sugars like pizza. Pizza is the highest food on the hyperglycemic index. So you want to get off that. You want to get off things with sugar in it, the tons of sugar. Drinks like Gatorade and all that stuff. They have electrolytes, but they also have like 30 grams of sugar per serving or per bottle, which is just like a sugar overload. You want to get off all sugar, no ice cream, none of that stuff. There are alternative sweeteners, so don't be discouraged. You can get alternative sweeteners like xylitol, which comes from the birch tree. It has no sugar, but it's very sweet. You have stevia, has no sugar, very sweet. Things like that. Do not fall for the GMO no calorie sweeteners that the alternative the sweeteners like the little packets that you get in stores and stuff like that. Don't fall for that. Those sweeteners are not good for you. They're GMO. Most of them are GMO. They're from things that you don't want to deal with, or they are synthetic. So you don't want anything to do with those. They aren't going to help you at all. They're going to cause problems. So you want to get off of all those things. So stevia, xylitol, there's different things like lucuma. Lucuma, Lucuma, is a great kind of like a sweetener slash flavorful additive to add to drinks and things like that. I've got a bunch of videos with me adding lucuma in it. Gives it a great kind of coffee taste if you're looking for coffee in the morning. That sort of taste. It's amazing. Let's see. Get off all processed foods. This needs to go, without said for anything. Processed foods basically means conventional foods. So conventional basically just means anything goes. They can do anything to your food that they please just to sell it for cheaper to you. They do not care about your health, and they will do everything that they can to make it cheaper. So that means it's sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, larvicides, fungicides, suicides, as David Wolf says. So It's sprayed with all those things that you don't want in your body, thousands of chemicals. You just don't want to be anywhere near that. Those are going to cause mutations of the cells, dying off of cells. They're going to oxidize cells. You don't want anything to do with that. They're going to change your gene expression, so your DNA, what your DNA expresses as a person. It's going to change that. It's going to suppress your immune system. It's going to clog up your lymphatic system. You don't want anything to do with that. So get off all processed foods. So that means basically anything that's conventional. Now, organic. You want to go organic, raw. Okay, I'm gonna say a couple different things here. Organic, raw food, vegetarian diet. Okay, you don't have to totally go vegan on this. You can, if you want to go to the extreme. And I say this because extremes must be taken with such diseases as this. You don't want to be eating meat because it creates a lot of uric acid, and you need to have an alkaline body, alkaline blood, acidic stomach. When you eat meats, it creates a lot of uric acid in your blood, so you become acidic. And for your body to neutralize that pH, it pulls calcium out of your bones. You don't want anything to do with that. So just for this purpose only, you need to get off of meat just to treat yourself, okay? This isn't forever. You don't have to go this extreme forever, but if you want to save your life and if you want to save the life of the people around you, you need to stress this. You need to say this with compassion and with passion. You need to be 100%, into this. You need to believe in this, because otherwise it's not going to work. You have to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If you don't do it, it's not going to work, obviously. So if you're looking for answers, this is the thing for you to do. Okay, moving on. Okay, you want to get on raw food, vegetarian diet. My friend just did an experiment, and what happened was he took cornstarch and water and just a small, tiny bit of oil, organic olive oil. He put this in a microwave and he cooked it. What came out was plastic, a biodegradable vegetable plastic. This stuff was formable, but it was very hard, okay? And what happens is when you cook starches with water, it creates plastic. The oil was just to make it flexible, okay? So you're adding oil to, say, pastas, and then you're cooking it. You're making plastic, okay? These things build up in your body. They clog your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is very important. People don't know very much about the lymphatic system and its importance, but the lymphatic system has 3 times the fluid of your blood. So that means it's just as or more important than your blood. And its main job is to manufacture the immune system. So if it's clogged up, your immune system's not working. These plasticizers, these plastics that you're cooking and putting into your body are going to clog your lymphatic system. And they don't biodegrade for 7 years. So for 7 years, you're going to be clogged up with these since the last time you took it, or since the last time you ate it, or whatever. You can do things to get it out of you quicker, and I've got a bunch of different methods like gua sha that you can look up, and gua sha is a great technique to get those plasticizers out of your lymphatic system. Massaging different types of solvents to dissolve these plasticizers out. Great things to do. Moving on, let's see. We've got, you need to stop cooking as much, at least wean yourself off of cooking so much. There's 1 million raw recipes out there. Get a book, get a video, look it up online. There's a ton of raw recipes. Go to your local farmers markets. Farmers markets are heirloom organic foods. Get on organic foods. Get off processed foods. At least get on organic foods. Go to heirloom foods if you can. If you can, start growing your own food. Get out in the garden. Start doing something productive like that so that you can get grounded too, and I'll talk about that in a minute.